Hey guys and gals, I think today we're going to be in for a treat. Here we have the yellow delivery truck by Lego City. This is set number 60440, contains 1061 bricks, and the set was provided by the Lego group for early review. So thank you, Kind of Lego, for sending this to me. And if you want to know the retail price, just look in the description for that because I don't have it yet. And this is essentially what this is right here. We get 3 printed building guides. And despite of all the graphics we see on there, that's all the stickers. So guess what? I have a feeling a lot of this stuff is printed. And 3 printed building guides. That's pretty good. We'll set the stickers in this one here. And the build has 9 bags, which we can see through. And yeah, so basically this build is broken down not quite evenly. And what I'm thinking of doing is just splitting it down into 3 installments, bags 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the reason for that is for my sanity. I don't think I could finish this all up in one day. Alright, and yeah, so I can get ourselves some pretty cool parts in here. Now, the intent of these type of videos is just for not only for entertainment purposes, but to see how well the build goes, and, well, just to relax. After a rough month I've had, I deserve it. So, I'm just pulling out the important ones first. Here's a sneak peek of what we're going to be dealing with here. That looks fun, doesn't it? Can't wait to put this one together. And very seldomly you'll ever hear me say this, but I actually want to put this together over a tutorial. Yeah, you heard it. You heard me say it here because this looks fun. All right, let's begin with bag 1. Let's build it. And well, I see parts to a forklift, so obviously we're going to be building the forklift. And I got some scenic sounds in the background. It's a beautiful spring day, especially when you hear the vacuum going off. And there we go. What is in here? Well, I don't know what to do with my knife, so I'm just going to have to rip it. Well, got to mutilate it, I guess. Oh, it's a rubber band, like an O-ring. I'll set that up there. They give me just one. Okay. And yeah, so the build is broken down. I don't know if this is going to be collaborative. It might be. Let me start with our minifigures first. So, yeah. And I rarely ever see these type of tires in the set anymore. And we got the surfer skater shag here. Now, I'm looking for scratched pieces. That's pretty good in pristine condition. And yeah, I'm grading on that too, so Lego, watch out. Is that the right head? So we're doing all minifigures first, so, you know, just bear with me here. And we can get to all the fun stuff. Well, almost got her put together. I think there's just 3 figures in total. Okay, well that's not the right head. Alright, you know what? I keep building it over here, so we'll just rotate this here. Yeah, so this is a nice set so far, and wow, is that a Karen haircut? I don't know. Those videos are always fun to watch, like on the other social media. You don't see them too much on YouTube, but you sure see them on the other social media platforms. Well, we got a hard hat for the shag hair guy, which I haven't found. All right. And yeah, you notice I'm basically just finding parts for figures. Oh, it comes with the brick separator. That's good. Now remember, if you're just tuning in here, this is the first time you've ever watched this type of channel. All these builds are flat out 10s. Okay, everything starts out at a 10, nothing fails. And sets will fail if they've got scratched pieces, building guide's hard to follow, the build's crumbling apart around us, that kind of thing. But right now we're doing pretty good. And he's the one that requires the hard hat. Now, let's keep the wig on, or I may just put the hard hat on him. Yeah, let's put the hard hat for safety. He must be the delivery driver. I already pre-scanned through the building guide, and there's a lot of good stuff in this set here. So she needs a wig. Let's find that. And is she supposed to be Velma from Scooby-Doo? It looks like it. And she's actually got a cell phone, so she can talk to your manager, or to the manager, I don't know. Yeah. Everybody's talking about going on a trip, and they want to go where there's lots of technology. I'm like, guys, I want to get away from all the computer stuff. You know? Oh, we don't like the camping gig. You're the only one that likes it. I'm like, okay, fine. So I don't know what I'm doing this summer yet. Alright, so that's it for the minifigures. Slide those off to the side. And now, looks like we're building some sort of sign there. I have a feeling these are going to get stickers, which I don't care about those. Now, yes, sometimes my hands will get into the way. So these are not really meant to be tutorials, but more and more I'm trying to figure out ways to make them better for tutorial use. Because some actually use these for if they're stumped on a build or something. I've been like that too. And no, I will not do speed builds. So if you're looking for something that's fast put together, you're in the wrong channel. Alright, so now we need sticker number 2 for these two pieces here. And the sticker sheet is hiding from me. I'm trying to find it. So this is it. This is all you get for stickers. I kid you not. That's even better. Uh-oh, Lego, is that a scratched part I see? Yeah, I will fail this set too if it's got a lot of damaged parts in it. And somebody comments says, "Man, you're too mean on these reviews. I can't watch them." Lego, if I see any more of that, I'm going to start dinging points. I always give one freebie. One freebie. After that, it's fair game. Okay. All right. I still have that one left. And so this is just a little easel for our signs for the hot dog booth. Pretty cool. Make a great little accessory for a city. And now we build the hot dog vendor's cart. I think that's what that is. So I'm hoping today I can get at least a good chunk of this one built. This set I've been kind of eyeballing, and I wanted to get through some other stuff first. So, is that printed? Yeah, it is. Is that a can of beer? This says something Rush. First I gotta find a flat tile. We haven't got to any of the big stuff yet. We won't probably get to the big stuff probably till the next installment. So far that's printed. That's pretty cool. We got a soda can there. Oh, it goes in the oven. So we can bake it and watch it explode in there. I can always use these. Time I hear the nature sounds, I get so drowsy. Everybody wants to go on a train trip and go to Vegas and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm not a gambling person. I don't want to go to Vegas, and I don't know yet. There we go. Kind of cool. And okay, I see what we're doing here. So it's supposed to look like a hot dog. That's what it's supposed to be like. A very short hot dog, but yeah, I don't have the floodlight on. I could turn that on, I guess. Oh. And just this alone here would make a great set. I may have to turn off the annoying bird. Make me get up. I'm gonna have to get up. Okay, I'm getting up. Let me go turn that down just a bit. Hearing repetitious noises kind of get irritating after a while. And that's a lot better. And we make 2 hot dogs, but these hot dogs are cooked. Hey, it's better than the red ones that we've had before. What is that, medium nougat? And okay, one goes on the jumper plate, and I think one goes here. These look kind of yummy, don't they? And we got our condiments, the ketchup and mustard. Looks pretty tasty, doesn't it? Well, first I gotta find the other parts. There's a lot of little pieces. I can't wait to get to the main model. So far, is it keeping my interest? Yeah, somewhat. Oh, wow, those are rare. 2x2, 25-degree ridge tile. I may have to pick a few more of those up. I noticed Lego will sometimes retire parts just to release them later on. So maybe we'll get lucky. Now, this is actually, guys and gals, considered as a clutter item. You've heard me use that term. I've seen some guys, they'll build their Lego city, and it's just too clean. There's hardly anything on it. Make lots of little builds like this, little clutter items. You know, the reason being is nobody wants to make it look like it's post-apocalyptic, and that's what you're going for. But for me, yeah, it's nice to have clutter, have trash cans, maybe some litter around on the ground. I forgot to put this on the top. I can never pick these stupid these parabola dishes up here. There we go. And that's it. Okay. Now we build the forklift. So bag 1 just does accessories for the delivery truck. We haven't even got to it. I don't know what the point of the hot dog cart was in here for. Like it's just some random afterthought Lego put in here. Sometimes I don't know why Lego does the things they do, and just kind of go with it there. I wish they made these upwards. I can always have uses for upwards brackets, but downwards I got tons of those. Yeah, from what I can tell on the box, in addition, this is looking really cool. This looks like this is just a direct, I reach over and put it in my Lego City type deal. I gotta get rid of this stuff on the side here. It's making the clinking noise. And a mud guard. Okay, right there. So let's say that's kind of off there. Yeah, but this is probably one of the very few times you ever hear me say I'd rather do this than a Lego, like a mock or something, just because it looks interesting. And I think mainly it's just the colors, the way that it was presented on the box. And it looked like it was mostly printed. I wasn't sure. That's why we have to unbox the set to see. I have a feeling this is going to be a nice little forklift. Make a good little accessory for someone's city. Yeah, I know my hands are in the way again. I'm sorry. In fact, I'm not sorry, just how it is. But I will bring it up to you and show you every few steps. We'll try that out and see. And yeah, I mean, it's not a bad build so far. Is it keeping my interest? Well, I'm not much for making little accessories like this, but because we hadn't even looked at anything cool yet. Well, we got one of these hazard pieces that's printed. Alright, we put those in there. Put that there. Okay, I forgot to put this in here in the back. Those on there, and then some of these. Yeah, but in my house I don't dare mention camping because it does ruffle up some feathers. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to be really cool in itself. Oh, there it is. So far, we're at a week 10 on this set just because we found that piece scuffed up. If you see any more of that, we will go after it. Okay. So, I know some have said I'm pretty hard. My reviews are not that good because I'm blunt. No, I mean, would you want to? I'm assuming the set's probably around $100. Are you willing to spend $100 on something that's all beat up? I mean, you put the seats over here. So these must be using his wheel well. So you come and do this and set these on here. But so far, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. It's not boring. It's none of that stuff yet. I'm pleased. I mean, of course, the build could change and go sour. But remember, there's 9 bags. Things can fail. Let's see how much Jay can fail this one here. I'm scared to look, Jay. You're going to fail this. Well, I haven't failed it yet. Now, this is a forklift. This steering wheel is more appropriate for this, so I'm going to excuse that one. And since we're putting tires together, let's start putting, I'm going to do steps 20 and 21 together because it's just tires at this point. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to start popping that in there. And you can't use a forklift with only one tire. We're going to have to fix it. Okay, there's another tire. So that's how they're doing it there. We got to do this side right here. Yeah, so it's not a bad set. Not a bad one at all. And I think whoever gets this is just going to be something you can play with, put it in your city. We don't know yet. It just looks like it. At this point here, alright, so we're going to have to deal with this now. Oh, not that. Forklift. And it says we need to drop this in like that. Okay, I see. I think. Yeah. So it goes like that. You slide it in there. It clips in place. In fact, there it is. I'll show you again. So it goes right here. Slides right on in there. Okay. And then you have to wrap a rubber band around it. So that's what this little rubber band is for. Okay, so hoping you can see. I'm just going to put my finger right there and I'm just going to tug it a little bit. Just kind of roll it in there until it's in place. So now, boy, that's kind of stiff. I guarantee you can probably put some type of a gear on the back and make this powered. And then that goes right there. Do it like that. Okay. I never really have use for these things. I use them for golf carts, but that's what I use it for. And I put the light on the top, and then there you go. And yeah, I'm not going to put the figures in it yet. I guess I could, but it opens up and you close it like that. Really? Or I'm not pressing it in all the way. That's kind of odd. Okay, it is like that. And they show you take you take your blue hand, the hand from the void, and you press this down right here. But that's a lot of friction in there. Do I have to put some grease on that? And that's it. And that wraps up booklet 1. So bag 1 does booklet 1, which does 3 minifigures, the hot dog cart, sign, and the forklift. And that's what we have remaining. That's a lot of parts. Alright, now we're going to move on to bag 2 and booklet 2, which is this one right here. And let's see what we have in here. So we don't need any accessories right now. We still got this one sticker here. And that's where we start. So that's got a lot of minifigures. So he must be the driver of the truck. Must be mostly basic pieces, so that tells me we're probably building the chassis first. Well, after we get done with this guy. Oh, I've seen those. Is that printed? Nope. We haven't got to the awesomeness yet. We're still doing the basic stuff. And I'm still recording here. Apparently my neighbors are having a yard sale. I didn't go over there and scope it out because I was sleeping. And 2, they're a younger couple and I doubt they have old vintage stuff. Single-sided head. Used to like doing yard sales until they started getting to me when you'd start setting things out at 6 a.m. in the morning and you say, hey, no early birds. And I said, no, they're willing to haul it off, and then you get your dealers out there, and that's our figure. And they would start wheeling and dealing. So I would have the early bird special, which everything was marked up. I would do firm pricing. So if they come in and start negotiating, then I get the price that I want. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hollow studs. Yeah, so far so good. Happy with the set. Now, I read ahead in the booklets. I think you have to go up to step 4 or bag 4 to get through the whole truck. I'm just doing 3 bags in each installment. It just, I don't think I can sit here that long. And these type of 1x2 plates with the bearing, these right here, are hard to find. So I'm gonna, I've been pulling out bearing plates and put them in a bin. Uh-oh, here we go. Everything's gonna ding. Let me put it on airplane mode. Alright. Right now it's you and I building. I don't want to be bothered. Alright, and then I've got to put a plate there. I've seen some guys where they'll take it apart and film it to where the build is perfect, right? I don't do that. It's just like if we were sit down together and build a set, you know, we're bound to make mistakes. So I don't want to just censor and filter all that. That's not fair to you, the builder. I've been seeing these a lot lately here. It's a new part. Yeah. And wow, a tile that's not going to get stickified. Well, we only got 1 sticker, so we don't have to worry too much. It looks like something to go on a 2x2 tile. I don't know. Maybe a black tile or dark gray. I don't have a lot of red 2x12s. Not a lot of red bricks in general, so that's nice to see that once in a while. And more bearings. Yeah, Lego's been helping me through these difficult times and stuff like that. Oh, low profile mud guards. Just 2? Wow, Lego, that's kind of stingy. I need more than those. Those were good for making vehicles, but no, well, guess we'll have to wait. And a frame. So far the chassis is pretty good. It's not flaking apart or anything. A lot of these weird custom parts go in there. Alright, I am tired of tripping over these plates with bow. I'm looking for a regular 1x2 plate, so what am I going to do? Start pulling out things by color that are black. Because if I have to start trying to hunt for parts, that's not good. So we're going to keep pulling parts out until we find the components we need. Oh, I need those probably later on. Yeah, it's a nice spring day today. Yeah, cooped up in the house though. I'm trying to think of how I want to do the outdoor workshop for Lego. Okay, we got that in there. So I'm trying to think on how I want to do this to make it fun. But when it gets to be 100 and something degrees out there, which is not too far off in the distance, yeah, it's gonna be a while. I gotta think of something though. Alright, well we pulled out a bunch of stuff, so I haven't seen any more 1x2 plates yet. Oh, there it is. And then we take a red ingot. The ingot tile's buried in there. This goes like this. So it must be made for something special to attach. Maybe this has an engine compartment that can be hinged open, we don't know. And you're going to have to put a 2x10 brick right in that hole. So far the chassis is pretty strong too, so it's not going to flake apart. And see, that's what we're looking for. How strong is the build? So far, I'm happy with it. It's keeping my interest. I'm still engaged with it. We haven't gotten to really in the yellow stuff yet. So this bag here does the minifigure and the truck chassis, and I'll have it indexed accordingly, so for your convenience. I'm just kind of. Some people like to hop around the video just to get a sample of what I do. And we have to do the rear thing now. Alright, that's how they're doing it. So okay. Alright, so that's on there. Alright, let's see here. So now with almost everything sorted in here now, I'm finding things faster. So if you're really inclined to do what I'm doing here, just pre-sort as you build. Go a lot quicker through it. And now I'll put that there. So now I'm looking for black pieces. They've already been pulled off to the side. Now I can just reach and grab one real quick. This black it's pretty common in this bag right now. So that's how you would do it. There's many ways that you can unpack a set. You know, I can make YouTube videos and telling you the correct way of unpacking a Lego set, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to figure out a method that works for you. I can't tell you how to do it. Oh, I like these. You know, these kind of look like little wheat thins. Little tiles, little 4x4 tiles. Okay. And I have a feeling that we're going to be building mirrors of this. So we're going to do that. The one closest to me is the one that I'm going to be building from here. So I build it the way it's supposed to look like on my end. And I'll use the other one and just make a reflection of it. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. No one's going to force you. But you can do it any way you want. It's your Lego set. I've seen videos. I'm going to show you how to build a Lego set like a professional. Well, on Jay's channel, I'm going to show you how to build a Lego set that works for you. Here's a suggestion. Yeah, you just see that I'm kind of blasting through this right now. Yeah, one thing I do like about camping though is I'm away from the technology. Yes, I bring a phone with me, or in some instances if I'm out in the backcountry I'll bring a satellite phone, but that's only for emergencies. Okay, and this goes here like that. Then we're going to skim through this other one, and this one goes on this side. Okay. Now we can get to some yellow parts. Yellow, white, blue, they pretty much work pretty well with each other. What? No 6x8 plate in there, Lego? You're making us piece it together? What is the age limit on this set anyhow? I don't even know what it was. Let's take a look here. Hold on, let's see here. The age limit on this set is 8+. Well, we're doing a lot of parts for it being 8+. I'm sure an 8-year-old's going to have a lot of fun putting this together, let alone an adult. I mean, this is not a bad build. As you can see, I'm not getting bored. I'm not belly aching through it. From what I can tell so far, it's got some nice details. And okay, we put that in there. And just imagine this being placed in your city. This is going to look really nice. Well, we don't know yet because we haven't finished. I'm just hoping it's something that's going to be pretty entertaining. Do I ever put my stuff in when the Ambassador Network sends me sets? Do I put them on display? Just briefly. Then they go into a tote. And they're cataloged as inventory until I get to a part that I need from one of them. Then I go in there and just pull the set out and part it out. And then that's what I do. And then that is the front bumper that goes right there. Now, the one thing I like about the chassis on this, look, it's flat. So you can build, it's like some of my things where it's bouncing around. This one's built pretty solid. Of course, it's a bigger truck. I've been seeing a lot of these. These are great for like water or something. Okay. There we go. And then, yes, it must be an engine thing that swings off on this one here. Lego's sure putting a lot of effort into this, so let's put it the way I can make sense out of it. And okay, well, this is a new thing here. This looks like this is possibly a radiator. Oh, I got it on backwards. That's supposed to go on the bottom. Whoops, my bad. So that's the radiator that goes right in there, I think. And that is it for bag 2, which just does a minifigure and a chassis. Not too bad. Alright, now we're going to move on to bag 3, and I'm only about 35 minutes into the video. So what I'm gathering is that I may end up doing bag 4. We'll see. Oh, you know, something there's printed. And yeah. Oh, I see a windscreen. I wonder how bad that's scratched. I have a feeling. Hoping my gut instinct is wrong. Oh, they got some nice ink silver printed parts. Oh, I did have somebody literally get mad at me because I'm building too slow. No, so be it. Yeah. I can't tell if that's a smudge. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, it kind of looks like a smudge. I wiped it off. Okay, Lego, we're still at a week 10 right now. We haven't dropped it down any further. Alright. So now we're going to proceed on with building up the body. Now what I'm going to do is while I'm trying to find things, I'm going to start separating parts. And these are pretty handy. A 1x4x4 frame. So now I'm going to go and start separating parts so I can find the pieces that I need. And it helps out a bit just because if I want to find something quickly, and you get some doors that are in yellow. I don't know if I have these in yellow. You can use them for car doors, you can use them for cupboard doors. And, oh, these are kind of new. Oh, where were those when I was making cars? Well, now the set was hiding them from me. I'm looking for 1x1 bricks here. Hey, we didn't have to build a minifigure. I think we got all that out of the way. Alright, and then we got to turn it this way. Alrighty. Yeah, I hope you guys and gals do enjoy this style of build. It just makes things a lot more easier to build in terms of showing you, you know, how to put this stuff together. And maybe we'll get confused. Oh, they show this thing here facing down. Maybe that's the engine. Maybe it's an electric vehicle, we don't know. Oh, Lego, really? This is a nice truck and we're using this? Well, that's kind of sad. Or sorry, it depends on how you look at it. Alright, on the slope there. You know, Jay, you really are picky. Yeah, well, we obviously know now exactly what color the interior is going to be. And it is red. Dark red. Red, 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 red. Red Ron. Yeah, that's a different movie, huh? And a couple of these. Alright, we must be putting... Oh, maybe these things clear the doors. You know what? This might be a new way to make a seat. And then it tells us to put the doors in here. Now, this is something I've been talking about when I make cars. See how the doors clear? Why doesn't Lego make more doors that do that? But if you want to put a regular seat in here, it doesn't quite work, so it's like you have to make bench seats. And I need to order some more of these right here, these 1x3 jumper plates in various colors. I have found those to be a very handy part, but I'm always running out of those. Like, just literally just running out of those parts. I'm scraping through the bottom of my jumper plate bin thinking, where are the rest of these at? Yeah, this is a bench seat. That's what that is. Okay, and then now we take the little wicker door thing in the frame. We got to make... this goes in here. I don't think it matters which way. Yeah, I mean, whoever gets this set, you're not going to go wrong here, because even I'm wanting to build this. Now, if you're not into this type of set, yeah, this is probably not going to be for you, but if you're into, let's say you have a city or something like that, yeah, this is not going to be, you're not going to be disappointed with it. It's keeping my interest. And some bricks in there. Matter of fact, I'm starting on the building guide for a vehicle. And I don't know how long it's going to take me, but that's the only thing I'm doing this weekend because it's a very complicated vehicle. It's a medium-sized vehicle. I really can't tell you due to competition, but I'm hoping maybe in the next week or two you'll see it on YouTube memberships and eventually Patreon when I get the guide written up all the way. So you'll be doing that before long. They're like, yes, Jay, you're actually bringing out some cool vehicles. I always do. Inverted tiles. I was looking for some of these, but I wish they had 1x1 and 1x2 variants of these. There was a mock-it I was working on. It was going to be a tutorial, and I had to leave that part out because they didn't simply have those sizes in there. And yeah, so it's just like, well, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. All right, let's keep pulling out parts here because I'm not finding anything I need. I'm looking for another one of these. So what am I doing? trying to declutter, to debulk. Let's put these over here. I'm running out of space anyways. So that's a dark gray, so we should be able, there we go. We knew we'd find it eventually. And then we have, oh, okay, I see what we're building here. I see what this is. You know what this is? Well, this will be a big hint for you. Looks like a pillow, doesn't it? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, I made a mistake. This is actually supposed to be the sleeping cab. I put that in the wrong area. There we go. Get that out of my hand, but yeah, at least this one comes with a brick separator, so if you get stumped, you can easily correct your boo-boos, like I just did. Yeah, these panels are nice if you're kind of limited on space, like if you're building campers, you can do that. And it gives you more literally elbow room, because that minifigure is going to sleep in there. He's going to need some extra elbow room. And put that in there. There we go. Got the smokestack now to pollute the air. That's always lovely. And okay. Looks like this is the, looks like it's probably the hoses for the brakes or something. Now this goes in here. And let me turn on the floodlight. Yes, you're going to have to hear that. Alright, so now we have to have the floodlight on. This goes right inside this Technic pin right here. Alright, and then this just kind of loops around right here, and that's what I'm guessing, right that. So it looks like the air hose is in the back. I think that's what it looks like right there. And then we have the medical supplies here. Put that back in there. So yeah, you're getting a really good build with this today. I'm not disappointed still. I'm pretty happy. So if you're looking for something to spend a couple hours with, yeah, and so far I think this is going to be modular. It won't be balanced, but it would be pretty close. Someone's going to be building this. Somebody can build the trailer. Another person can build the accessories. Or you can easily get two people. One could build this portion and the accessories, then one could build the trailer and the accessories go with it. I don't know. We haven't gotten that far yet. And I don't know if this device is going to pick that up or not. We'll have to listen to it. I need to get a couple more of these. These always come in handy. 1 by 1 by 1 by 2 downwards angular plates. Alright, I'm missing a tile, a white one, on a white workbench. Yeah, that's really going to be smart. Is the truck hiding it somewhere, or are we just not looking hard enough? Let's keep separating parts until we run across it. Something in here is hiding things. And let's look under the book, because I don't see it anywhere here. And oh, yellow 1 by 5 plates, but that's kind of hard. That's hard to swallow. Oh, wait a minute, I already have it in there. Never mind. I was like, where did that go? Well, no, now I know why. I already put that in there and just forgot all about it. My bad. Whoopsie. I'm not paying attention. Must be the night lights. And these go here, like that. They go inwards. That tells me we're going to give ourselves some clearance. Yeah, be careful. Notice this is starting to get kind of, whoa, where are you going? Getting kind of wiggly there. And then now we got to make 2 panels. So just 2. They're not mirrored or anything. They're not reflections, just clones. And I need to find some more of these too. Those are always nice to have. And then after that, 2x4 flat tiles. Those are nice. I just need them in anything but yellow right now. Remember that above ground pill that I built? That's what I used, is these. And then we use these down here in the back butter. We'll just flip these over and shove these down here. It's a nice set. It's not boring. But I think what I'm going to do, though, I might just be inclined to finish the truck up in its own installment so I can get bags, 1 through 4 done. It's going to be kind of out of balance, but I don't want to just stop in the middle of a build unless it's an emergency or something, or dread if that day happens again, but some of you know what I'm talking about. And okay, these are skins. Right up against the door handle like that. It's supposed to be flush here at the top. Okay, that checks out. I'm just going to put my hand in here and I'm just going to kind of pinch this all together. Make sure it's really secured in. Here's the other one. Like that, and just pinch it together. Some of this is starting to come up. Well, that flew off, so now we're down to a 9.9 Lego. That's kind of unsafe. Jay, you're really going to go through with it. Yeah, we're going to go through with it. I can't give everything 10s. And yeah, oh, okay. We got sticker number 1 here. And it goes on this inverted tile. Oh, I wish that was printed, but we'll know what will happen to that when I'm done. It'll get ripped right off. Looks like it's a picture of a tiger. I think that's meant to be a television screen. And it goes right in here. Shows you there too. I got to do that in mine. And the windscreen, that just had smudges on it. Alright, so now we're done with stickers. We're only in bag 3 and we're done with stickers. Hey, I like these type of builds when it's just not a lot of stickers, but just bricks. I want to build things. Okay. And now, after that, what goes on there? Just some flat tiles. Yeah, because doing 3 sessions is kind of too much sometimes. I think whoever gets this set, you're going to love it. It's keeping my interest. But 9.9 still pretty good. Having some things flake off, not too bad. And it looks like this is just a little diesel engine. Oh, wait a minute, that doesn't go up there. That goes there. I'm paying attention again. Now, I don't ding off from my own mistakes. Those are mine. And some radiator grills on the sides. And yes, that is ink silver. Really nice. Gives that nice chrome look. And yeah, this sits right here. That's kind of a small engine for that, huh? kind of puny in there. Maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe it is. We don't know yet. Now we're building more stuff here. So you don't know sometimes. This is the beauty about doing Lego, especially when it's somebody else's things like this. You don't know what they were thinking at the time, so you got to kind of guess. And we have red and blue of these. I can always use these. So for me, hey, if I can get a couple more of those, I may order some. But they didn't come in a whole lot of colors back then, so I didn't buy a whole lot. Well, but I wish they weren't rounded in the back. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, tonight we are going to have barbecue. So I think we're having steak and fish tonight. So I gotta see what the menu is, and then I gotta start getting onto that. So that's the beauty about being an adult. You got chores. Okay, so there's actually more to this thing than what we thought. So this snaps into here. That looks pretty good. And this, does it hinge? Yeah, maybe it's not meant to hinge, but I don't know. We'll have to see what that does there. Well, now I can't get it back in. I shouldn't have messed with it, huh? I should have just left that good enough alone. There we go. Okay, let's not touch that again. Okay. We're building mirrors here of the fenders. So let's get going on that here. I'm just going to face the parts here. The one closest to me on my left is that. And the one over here is its reflection. Yeah, but it's a nice spring day today. Where everybody else in the country is getting hit with these nasty tornadoes and storms and everything like that, it's like actually in the 70s here today, which is nice. Not trying to rub it in, but hey, it's nice and going outside, because usually at this time we're already in the 90s to the hundreds already, but no. So when we always hear the storms hitting back east, yeah, it's sad, but then again out here it's nice and cool and we're not sweating. Go out and play some Pokemon Go or do a jog. Alright, so this one here, okay, let's start with this one first, and then now I have a template to work off of. And that's what these look like. Now, if I did everything correctly, this should go right over here. And it does. Okay, and then this one goes here. And yes, I think this is meant to just swing out of the way. I think that's what we're going for here. I don't know yet. We're not done. We are getting to that. We are getting there. It's slow go right now. 1x5, that's kind of an odd size. And so Jay, will you ever get tired of doing Lego? Maybe one day. Today's not the day though. And there you go. That's the hood. So yeah, this is meant to open up like this. So like that. See how it kind of does that, and you can just bring this thing down. That's not too bad. That's a nice way of doing the front of that. That's really nice. Look at that. Pretty seamless. Really good. And we have one extra one of these. Did I forget something somewhere? Or is that just a spare? Alright, because usually 1x2s, they don't just give you generously. So I'm checking here through the call outs, because they could have, you know. As long as I'm not missing parts, I'm fine with it. And it's always good to check your work. And I'm going to check the thing here in a bit, see if I've already got an hour. If I did, I'm going to stop, but I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't know where this plate came from, but we're going to hang on to that. And this is what we have remaining here. And let's see here, how far we gotten. Yeah. Because the last portion of this is not a whole lot. It looks like we're just building the top portion of this. And I don't want to just leave you hanging with that, so we're going to continue on. Alright, so bag 4 doesn't have a whole lot of large stuff, so let's hope that's not going to be a bad omen. I got myself into another 30 minutes here. Okay. Looks like I see a lot of angular plates. So this right here, I'd say, is pretty much close to a high-end Lego set. So this is not something cheesy. And look, silver metallic rims. Lego, you're not cheapening out. You're giving us these, not the gray ones. I'll take those, and the tires too. These are nice. I need to get more of those. Well, with all the sets, maybe I don't need them. Alright, now we got to build our side mirrors for this. So let's start assembling those real quick. And I do this in my building guides with the mirrors. It makes it easier to assemble them. And this one goes here. There we go. And let's look for another slope here. I always put the stub down and try to figure it out. There we go. Alrighty. You'd think they would include that with the other part. I don't know why they did that. Okay. Now we're going to build the top part of the cab. And so far, we're at a 9.9. Set's engaging. It's not boring. Instructions are easy to follow. Really good. Nothing lame. So now I'm going to start sorting out parts here. And the reason being is so I can find that other 1x2 plate. There we go. That's what it looks like so far. Make sure the backside of your slopes are there. And now we're going to put that in there. No, don't roll off. You're going up there so you don't make a mess. And then yeah, but I'm getting to the point on my tutorials. I'm starting to lean more towards doing printed building guides, so free tutorials are probably going to be coming to an end. I don't know when, but there will be some free building guides, but more of the desirable stuff like vehicles there'll be a premium. Because vehicle building guides there's so many little sub steps. And I've had some that said, Jay, can you send me the guide for free? I'm like, no, but usually what you see on my Rebrickable is usually something that people requested. And cars should cost, building guides for cars should cost no more than $1 or $2. You know, campers are a little bit more, they're a little more complicated. But for like a car, no more than $1. It should never be expensive. Some people do. I've seen some people sell car building guides for like $10 for something simple. I'm like, I could just sit there, look at the picture, and build it. Yeah, price yourself out of the market. Alrighty. That's kind of odd. Okay, so at least this is color coded here. That's where that goes like that, and this swings down. That. Okay, and that's what it looks like right there. Yeah, I can picture myself up there in the Sierras right now, just enjoying nature. There's a guy in our group he's into I think the Eagle or Boy Scouts or something like that. I'm like, oh man, I wish I was in that stuff, because that'd be fun. I wanted to get my nephew into it, but he did not want to do it. And then there's the fact that you have to wear that uniform, which honestly, if I was younger, I don't know if I would wear that, but you would have to. You look like a little park ranger. All in all, though, those things, but reading through what they do, I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Of course, anything's fun than working on a computer all day, too. Alrighty, we're getting there. Look at this. We're really going through this. All right, so now a bunch of angular headlight bricks. These things keep rolling around, so I'm putting them all up here. Those little 3-stud long rods. And how do I know the length of those? You just measure them up with the sides of a plate like this. You can count the studs, but after a while, when you do this so many times, you have all that memorized. Oh, there it is. So obviously something's going to fit in there. Maybe this, yeah, that's what this is now. Sometimes I have to keep looking at the viewfinder and making sure that you can see what I'm doing. That doesn't go in there. That goes in there. Yeah, watch your bricks with bowels too, because I've noticed I've been kind of making boo-boos in this. Goes right here with the white part sticking over the edge like that. Well, that's pretty tight there. Alright, and then after that, you stick these things in here. These are kind of cool to have. Okay. It's like we're doing a mirror, so the same routines apply. Let's do this. This is the one here I'm focusing on right now. Okay. And now this goes right here. This go in the back there. This one goes right here. Yeah, our cab driver, the truck driver, he's taking a long stroll to his truck. He must have parked it very far away. By the time he gets it, we'll be all done here. So those are like little windows in there. Okay, that's what those were for. I thought they were just kind of like filler pieces, but no, they're not. And these go on here. Okay, so that's a good way to lock all that in. Okay, and now this goes on here. Okay. Well, that looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, and it's got a lot of weight to it too for what it is. It's not a light build. I kind of wish it was 8 studs wide, but I think it's meant more tailored for a Lego City. Okay, now we gotta rim the tires and start putting on this. We can't drive with one tire. Oh, wait a minute, we got to be careful. You know why? Because somebody will get offended if I do that. Let me do how the manual does it. I'm used to having the fancy side on the outside. Alright, let's put this over here. Well, yeah, it wants to go that way. Alright, well, it's not safe to drive yet. And then there we go. Let's stick this one right here. Well, a little bit. It stays up on that end, so you could drive it okay with that. Just don't make any sudden turns or move too sharp in the cab. Okay, now it moves. These tires seem a bit too far apart. Of course, that just could be my preference too. And there you go. Not too bad. We're not done yet. We got to do some more stuff here. We got some accessory pieces. Sometimes I think the stuff is afterthoughts. Even I get away with that sometimes too. That just snaps in there like that. Okay. Push that down. And mud flaps. That's what these are for. Okay. I think it's supposed to be like that. And then they go inside of here. Right inside these Technic pins. Okay. So that takes care of that. So just kind of keep it kind of like this here. And then shove it in like this. Okay. And I think that's it. And that takes care of bag 4 and booklet 2. And so far, this is what we have remaining here, except for the stuff that wants to roly. And I'm pretty happy with the build. This is what we've done. So this does come off. We have access into the interior. And yeah, so it's very seamless. The doors do open up, and yeah, it looks really nice. And pretty much so far, we got, let's put the truck over here. You don't see what I'm doing, huh? Let's get that fixed for you guys and gals, because I'm going to have to make a thumbnail. I'm not sure if I'm going to split the trailer up into 2 installments. But for the most part, it's not too bad. You get 4 minifigures. You have the accessories and stuff, and the sign for this. Just put the sign over there, and you got an extra wig. And let's put the wig here. This guy lost his hair in a bad way, and a brick separator to go with the build. So we're at a 9.9. I'm still satisfied with this alone. This is real fun. This is easy to put together. And yeah, what do you guys and gals think of this set? So far, I like this yellow delivery truck. It's really nice.